You know, I was always told this. The fastest way to have success at reaching your goals is by helping others reach their goals. And I never really understood that until I had to really peel back the layers and dive in deep and really understand it. And it makes actually a lot of sense, you know? So if you think about it, when it comes to goal setting, most people, what do? They put these goals up on a pedestal, right? A lot of pressure, a lot of importance on those goals. And it's almost putting off that vibration of like, oh, I don't have my goals. I want, right? Neediness, desperation, and it almost makes those goals like farther and farther away. As opposed to if let's just say, okay, I have some goals here, but I'm going to help all these individuals reach their goals, become a better leader, right? Help out others more. What is it doing to my goals? Am I just forgetting about them? No, but I am releasing some of the importance. I am detaching myself from putting this on a pedestal. And that's it. I'm not focused on it so much now. I'm focused more on helping out others. I talk about this often, and I want to share with you again, the learning pyramid. And I think this has so much truth because I really want everybody to strive to become the best versions of themselves, you know, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and really strive to truly become the best version of themselves here on earth, because your time is not infinite. It's finite. You know, you will eventually pass away. I will eventually pass away. We're all going to die, right? So it's just like here, our time on earth, we should be really striving to become the best version of ourselves. And one of the best ways to do that is by helping out others achieve their goals. But before we can help out others achieve their goals, let's first talk about becoming a better student in the game. And let's talk about the learning pyramid. So the learning pyramid is actually pretty cool. And it's basically any time that you're acquiring knowledge. And remember, this is kind of like going off of the 3-step fat loss formula that we go over at Heartletics. Acquisition, application, accountability. All right? Like that's all we go over with our members is to help them out. Acquisition, right? The big foundation, that's acquiring the knowledge. Application is, hey, how do we apply these, these knowledge that we're getting into creating sustainable habits for someone's lifestyle? And then lastly, holding them accountable, supporting them, encouraging them, helping them every step of the way. That's what's going to lead to success. So with the learning pyramid, at the very, very top, right, is actually like a lecture. So if let's just say you're in school, going to, college, whatever the case may be, and somebody's just giving you materials and they're just talking. That's it. They're just talking. There's no, notes. There's no PowerPoints. There's no whiteboard, anything like that. Just talking. Boom. That's it, right? Storytelling almost. That's a lecture. You're going to retain 5% of that information, okay? Now, next up is obviously reading. A little bit different because think about it, like in a lecture, right? If someone's just talking and especially, and this was me, right? If it's somebody that is saying something and let's say you're not really interested in that, you're probably going to be, like daydreaming. You're probably going to be like just scribbling down, right? Writing down some pictures in your notebook, whatever the case may be, not fully present, okay? That's why you're only retaining about 5% of the information. If it's obviously something that you're more, likely to learn more about, you're more, interested in, you're probably going to retain more. So just understand there is some wiggle room with all of this. The next one up is reading. That's about 10%. And that's where, okay, you got to be focused, but also think about it like this. You're getting two different senses into the equation now because you have to use your eyes and look at the words and then obviously, portray those words into different meanings and thoughts behind it. You're reading, I'm not the best reader. I try my hardest, but I'm not the best reader, right? And then the next one up is more of like audio and visuals. And I love audio and visuals. Think about that like YouTube videos. Or hey, maybe you're watching this video right now on YouTube, and I got pictures that show up, right? And different things in here because now you're more inclined, but also now you're seeing, right, me move around, right? And you're hearing me talk. So now it's different senses, okay? Completely different because now you're listening and also viewing me, okay? So you're retaining about 20% more of that information. Next one up is demonstrations. So often we always do like PowerPoint presentations going over like, fat loss analogies, how to eat healthier, how to burn body fat, having healthy relationships with food, body fat trends, different things like that. And those videos are up on my YouTube channel if you ever want to go back and see them. But like, it's a presentation or a demonstration, and you can retain about 30% more information. And then we have discussion groups. And I love this because now it's just like, okay, hey, we just learned about this, but let me go talk to these individuals because maybe they learned it, but they interpreted it completely different, Or maybe I didn't understand that, but I can go talk to these individuals and get a better understanding on how to, acquire that information and how to apply it, whatever the case may be. So like a discussion group, if we had to put it in terms of like Heartletics, think about that being like our weekly Zoom coaching calls that we do, Or think about that being like the community groups where you can go in there, you can ask questions. Hey guys, struggling with, hitting my protein goal. What are some recommendations to, having protein bars or protein powders or, doing this all through Whole Foods, like what do you guys recommend? What could better help me hit my goal here, right? So like a discussion group, because now people are giving you different information. You're like, okay, well, hey, I see that you got results doing that. Let me try that, right? So with discussion groups, you're retaining about 50% more information now, okay, when it comes to the learning pyramid. And then next up, it's the practice by doing it, right? 75%, okay? The practice. So someone can tell you, hey, have 2 protein shakes a day and let's say a protein bar. And then, for dinner, like load up on the meats, load up on the protein, right? Whatever the case may be, right? And so they're giving you this advice, but let's say you're not actually doing it. Well, okay, like that's cool, but why don't we just practice it? Someone's giving you some information, some recommendations. Now you practice it, you try it, you apply it, you see if it works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, right? Everybody's lifestyle is completely different, but you try it. Well, guess what? You're going to retain, especially if that's something that works good for you, you're going to retain about 75% of that information because now it's like, okay, hey, I'm trying to hit my protein goal. This person had great success doing it. They gave me, their recommendations. I tried it. It works out really good for me. Awesome. You're going to have more success, and the likelihood of you obtaining that for years to come, it's kind of like riding a bike, right? Remember, like, or brushing your teeth or driving a car. Like, if you stop driving a car for a week or two, you know how to drive a car again. If you stop riding a bike for months, maybe even years, you know how to eventually ride a bike again, right? You stop brushing your teeth, you know how to pick up a toothbrush, put toothpaste on it, start brushing your teeth again, right? You're retaining this information that you're being taught, right? And so with the practice by doing it, you're retaining 75% of that more information because you're applying it, right? Remember, acquisition, application, accountability. Now, lastly, right, retaining 90% more of that information is the last one, the most important one, and that's by teaching others. Like, think about it. If that individual that gave that recommendation to, hey, here's a better job on how you can hit your protein goal, here's what worked for me, that person that gave that person, right, the information about hitting that goal is retaining 90% more about what they were taught, from whoever taught them. So that's like the cool thing about this learning pyramid is that there's levels to this. And so that last one about teaching others, that's what we strive for everybody at Heartletics is how do we help you become a better leader? Not just change your life and help you become the best version of yourself, but how do we do it in a way where we teach you so much easy, applicable knowledge that works for you and your lifestyle to create habits where you have such a great time and understanding of all this material, you can then teach it to your family. That's where you're going to make the world a better place. You want to change the world, you got to start with changing yourself. And so it does 2 things here, right? By one, you're helping out others, right, reach their goals. Maybe you're trying to have success at burning body fat and lose weight, okay? And let's say your coworkers, they're trying to do it also. And let's say you sign up for Heartletics, so you're getting taught from me and the other coaches how to all apply this to your lifestyle, and you're retaining that information and then teaching it now to your coworker. Hey, here's what Coach Joe and his team's teaching me. Here's how to hit our protein goal. Here's what you need to know about strength training. Here's what you need to know about NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Hey, stress, sleep, very, very important things. Make sure you're very mindful of that and you're being aware of that. Cool. So now you're going to get a better chances of seeing your goals because you're taking the materials and the coaching principles that we're teaching you and we're helping you teach it to other people, right? You just taught your coworker. So that's the cool thing about all of this is that when you focus on helping out others, it helps you do a better chance of actually achieving your goals. Isn't that crazy? Right? Like, everybody has goals out there. I got my goals, but I know for a fact, like, I utilize Heartletics to let's help out this person, help out this person, help out this person, and focus in so much so to helping them reach their goals, you know? And guess what? I'm putting all my attention on helping them. It takes the attention right off the pedestal, the importance of my goals, where it's not so much of importance. I'm detaching myself from that. And I'm having fun during the process, you know? So anybody can use this simple principle, right? If you want to achieve success at reaching your goals, help out others achieve their goals. Because it really does detach yourself from your goals and lowers the importance. But also, you're going to be doing a better job of being a leader and leaving a legacy and serving this world better, because you're going to be out there trying to help rather than just consume and acquire all the information for just yourself. Like, no, acquire that information, help out others. That's how you're going to make the world a better place. And that's honestly what we truly strive for at Heartletics, is how do we help you become the best version of yourself, so that way you can help out your friends, you can help out your family. And that's what we want for everybody.